Hello, hello. Took a little break, but we are back. Costa already calling me out on Twitch. Thank you for letting me see that. I appreciate it. I fixed it. I saw that and I was like, really? And I was like, oh yeah, I did mess it up. Thank you. A little more awake. Hello, 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 everyone coming in. If you could start off by just saying where you're from, what time it is for you right now, little introduction to yourself. This one is going to be a lot calmer than my last stream because I'm just going to go over some slides for about an hour and then give a Q&A. So, hello everyone, welcome in, welcome in. It is to introduce myself. My name is Ira Escobar. I am a coach for Major League Hacking. It is currently 12:03 p.m. for me, so noon, so I still have the rest of my day. And then I am currently in New York studying, or I study computer science in Texas, but I am over here for an internship, so having a lot of fun. Having a lot of fun. Not fun. 10:30 p.m. Oh my goodness. Y'all are locked in. Hello, hello. Dang it. Y'all are locked in. That's my sleep time. I sleep at like 9 p.m. That's crazy. Hey, respect the grind. Matter of fact, before I forget, because I always forget to do so, let me go ahead and pull up the check-in link so y'all can get your points and then that can get you towards getting the swag. So let me go ahead and get this in here. And here we go. We have so if it's 10:35 and it's 12 here, that means you have a like 10 hour or something difference. Okay, okay. Okay, good. I believe I have IST timing in my slides, so this is gonna work. Let me go ahead and import my slides right now. Let me go to Google Slides. Let me log into my account. I think, yeah, I can still see me, but I don't have to do a dual monitor setup this time, so I just have my laptop. And then for anyone curious, I'm now at 100% fully charged. So let's see if this one works. A lot of Indian people here. That's awesome. Y'all are very locked in. It's super late for y'all. I appreciate y'all coming in. I don't know if I'm supposed to like hype y'all up or like calm y'all down, ready to go to sleep or something like that. It shows event ended. Let me see right now. Yep. Oh, totally right. Good comms, y'all. I love this communication. Okay, completely ignore that link. That link is straight Garbo. I did send the super base link. Let's do this one. And then I can even pin it up. Oh, he's too fast of a typer. Let's try this one. There we go. All right. So now we can go ahead and. All right. All right. Sounds good to me. Okay. All right. So, what do you mean tired? I am not. It's noon. It's the middle of the day for me. I'm chilling right now. I'm gonna get some tacos later, like way later though, because I have another stream. You'll see. I'm not gonna spoil it. Y'all really gonna see it. I was trying to do my. People don't know. Like I just struggle with these things. Like I can't leave this background. No, I want this background. I'm trying to add the MLH thing because I really think that one's cool. I have a green screen. No, I don't. None. It doesn't work for me, y'all. Coffee will work after 5 hours. Hmm. Okay, great. So y'all got that. You're gonna get the points. Wonderful, wonderful. Anyone into any anime or anything before I get started? Y'all like any of these? Like Demon Slayer, Naruto? Or am I just a nerd? Let me know, let me know. While y'all are responding, I am going to go ahead and pull up the slides. So if you put me down here. Stalkers. Ooh. Is that like Christmas? Yes, good comms. Demon Slayer is goaded. Boom! This is D1 right here. Pristine. Maybe I want to be a little bigger. There we go. But I won't do this. I'd rather y'all see the actual things. Okay. Hopefully this looks clean. We're on Global Hack Week data, which is February 13th and 19th. Wait, I want to answer that. Favorite anime? Oh, favorite anime. I can't even pronounce the name of it. It's called like Gachikura. JJK is fire. Wait, y'all are giving some like fire animes right now. JJK is fire. Yes. All back of laptop is covered by those stickers. Oh yeah, stickers. I can't show you, but I have like the OG MLH stickers. I have like ones from before I was a coach. Like I found them at an event and I was like, I'm just gonna keep a couple. It makes me look like an OG, but yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, you do. Okay, sweet. Y'all do know it. Yes, I'm not the only fan. Got you. Hell's Paradise is amazing. I love Hell's Paradise. It's so good. Wait, let me not get in trouble. We'll keep talking about anime at the Q&A at the end. I love Hell's Paradise. It's so good. I'm not watching the new season yet because I'm holding off because I want it because I always hate like I watch an episode, I'm like, I want to know immediately what happens after, but I can't because I have to wait a week. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna let it build up to at least like 5 or 6 episodes just so I can binge it for a couple hours. Okay, we got our slides here. Let's go ahead and go through them. So welcome to day 2 of Data Week. Day 1's already complete. Great. We're going smooth. I was the last stream for day 1 actually. And me, your Emulator. Fun facts about Iro. I'm a coach at Major League Hacking. I started in August of last year. Fun fact is I love food. I can't wait. When I've been to New York, there's this place called Los Tacos number 1. So fuck. Ooh, my bad. I almost said a bad word. It like it gets me excited. You see how excited? Like best tacos ever. It's so good. Like but they're so expensive. Like usually a taco is like $2 to $3 for like a decent size one. These are smaller tacos, and it's $6 per taco, which is like US, so it's crazy expensive. But it's worth the money in my opinion. But all right, enough about food. How was yesterday, right? So I went ahead and pulled up the streams and then got a little bit of a screenshot to capture what it was, just to see. I'm assuming some of y'all went to these, some of y'all didn't, and that's okay. Hopefully you can come to more this time because I will. Yours truly will be streaming. You'll see. You'll see. Let me not spoil. But one of the workshops we had was working on your GitHub profile README using GitHub Copilot. This one was done by Mary. I couldn't find like a specific one where like she was so locked in and helping everybody out that like her face kept like moving, right? So I didn't want to like expose her like when she was talking like "Ugh." So I just decided to just crop that out and just show the cool stuff that she was working on. So with this workshop, it involved an MCP server and updating a README. Highly recommend everybody here to get update their GitHub README if you're interested in computer science. You may feel like people don't look at it. People do look at it. I've had people like ask me about it, and like mine isn't the best, so that's why I got updated. So I might actually look at this workshop. And now we have the Notion workshop, which happened. And Notion is going to be one of our partners, and they were used to help organize, and they're coming up. And this one was by Rosenda. Very locked in here, as we can see. They literally have an interface where you can create things that you want it to do, and just overall help your life like get more optimized. Because if you can optimize like computer systems, do all that, why wouldn't you want to optimize your life? You want to be efficient, right? You want to save. You only have 24 hours in a day. In reality, that's like maybe 15, 16 hours. So you got to make sure you use your time valuably. Next, we're going to have that we got a walkthrough of the nature of code with Ryan Lay. And I pulled up this screenshot specifically just because it's him going over like some functions and following the nature of code. And then it's just really useful. Like I highly recommend this stream where he's going over like just insane topics that you'll learn going through code. Like he's working the things that he's doing on the right. Like I was watching a little bit of it. It's gravity. So I'm like, imagine being able to code gravity. That sounds awesome. I want to do that. I know like the 9.8. I know the numbers, but like I took physics. I just have to actually get it in there. So the next thing that we're going to have is going to be started preparing for your technical interview. So this one's a bit of a generic one just because it's a 4-part series by UT. And wrong thing. And I have a couple screens here. They're a little stretched out. I just wanted them to fit. But pretty much both of these are separate streams where he's just going over a bunch of like React, JS topics or some JavaScript topics. And yeah, just going over the stuff and getting you ready if you had an interview for it, answering questions. And these are just different things like working through the console with JavaScript to help debug or working on a project and being able to reference things. And you can even see there that that first one is that session 1, and then there's session 2, 3, 4, and then the README. So I think it's pretty useful. And yeah, if there's any questions throughout this, like do let me know. There's gonna be a Q&A at the very end. I'll also talk a little more anime there if y'all are down. And yeah, the next one is explore super base. So this one was me. If you were there, no, you weren't. All I'm gonna say is fantastic workshop, impeccable execution. Oh wait, impeccable execution. It was just perfection, all in all. Like I can guarantee that every single person that watched this workshop just can use Superbase like a pro now. They understand everything about SQL. They got all the resources they need. They're goaded. Guaranteed jobs for them. Praying for that. Praying for that. Right? Crackers and cheese. Thank you so. This was my workshop, so I gotta plug myself. I'm the goat. No, I'm not the goat. No, no, no. Definitely some improvements. I've been getting really good feedback from the team. So, like one of the feedbacks that I got was that I didn't wear my shirt. So now I'm wearing it with pride, and I can't like show it really well, but my name is on there. Like my name is on it. So like, I wouldn't want a shirt with my name on it. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, we had a great question. Okay, wait. So let me just go back to this. Just great question. I'll pull it up. So I missed the first one because my RAM died. Is there a way I can access the lecture and get some knowledge of that one? Yeah, 100%. So let me before I forget, take this off. We'll go back. What was the first one? This one. You're talking about this one, right? So with this one, they're going to be on YouTube. So if you go to MLH at YouTube, they're going to like all be on there as like streams. So you'd go to like YouTube Live, and they would all show there. And then, oh yes, crackers and cheese. Thank you so much. It's perfect reference. Wonderful. I feel like I know you, crackers and cheese. Hmm, good comms. That was a coach response. That was a really good response right there. Fantastic, I might add. So with that, um, yeah, right. That was amazing timing. So with that, yeah, they'll be recorded on there. Most of the streams usually do populate. If there's a chance that it doesn't and you were interested in one, you can reach out to MLH and they'll make sure to get you the content. Like I can see it all on like the platform that we use, but I can't like send it out or something or post it because it's not my content. It's MLH's that goes together. And one second, I think I'm about to sneeze. All right. All right. Excuse me. We moved from sneezing to, sorry, yawning to sneezing. And looking at this now, all of these again will be are recorded, so you'll be able to go back on them. You'll be able to go back and actually look at my workshop too. Just a recommendation, but no pressure, no pressure. And then it's gonna be a screenshot of the database. Sorry, the UI for a dashboard that we had at the end for expense tracker. And then another thing that I'm gonna emphasize is that we're gonna have a couple more workshops that I do today. And by the end of today, I am going to have them all on a GitHub repository slash organization where you can access like templates to be able to work on it yourself and mess around with it. And then now we're gonna pause here for a little bit for like any like something I want to talk about. Like I want to reach my time and do it accordingly because I do tend to go pretty quickly with things. So if there's anything y'all would want to do, and then for us, that's a great mentality to have. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pin this. Knowledge is power, y'all. I want you to know. Like just to stop here for a second. Like I am a sophomore in college and like just like being hungry and in terms of like going out to like opportunities and just doing your best to learn and like pick up knowledge is really useful in life. Like it'll get you opportunities that you've never seen before of just trying to go out and putting yourself out there. So I highly recommend keeping that mentality, keep going all of those things. And even come to the stream and being part of the MLH community. Like you may think it like, oh, I'm just hopping on a stream, I'm just watching a video, I could be doing like other stuff, but this is helpful. Like you're going in and you're doing your best. You could be like, hey, always make time for anime as well. There's a lot of good advice out there, but also like if you can lock in and make progress on things, that's fantastic. And this is something that helps with that. So I'm very happy for everybody that's here and grateful. I hope if there's some way I can help you, please do let me know. As being an MLH coach, one of my goals slash job is to be able to just provide help to the hacker community in any way possible, whether it's taking out the trash, answering a question here, or helping run an entire hackathon. So do let me know. So I stay on the slide for a little bit just because it's the Global Hack Week schedule thing. It's just like whatever you want happening in that time, you can see. So this link is really popular because depending on the month, you'll be able to see like a schedule. So I'd highly recommend even bookmarking this just because in March we're also going to have a cloud stream which I'm probably going to do a couple just to talk about AWS. And then with that, I can just have some fun doing that. And yeah, there's just data week. Like, I'm like, what do I even talk about? But it's just a lot of really cool stuff. If there's specific things y'all are interested in, whether that's like a tech stack or something with MLH, curious about how it works, like please ask away. I want to talk to y'all. All right, we're going into it. So there was a Nature of Code workshop with that gravity stuff that I thought was super cool. I believe he's going through a program for that, and we're going to see that the part two of that is actually going to be today at 1 p.m. Eastern time. 1 p.m. Oh yeah, right after this. Awesome. So then we're going to see how user actions trigger real behavior, turning simple pages into dynamic web applications. That's a fire description. That's going to show really cool. I'm interested in that. I might watch it. Watch it while I'm like eating lunch or something. But highly recommend checking that out. Ryan Lay, I've met this guy in New York. Super nice guy, super funny. He always wears a cowboy hat. I don't know if he wears them on his stream, but if you meet him in person, he will have a cowboy hat on, and I love that about him. Next, we're gonna have just a fantastic cartoon. This this is the best cartoon I've ever seen in my life. In the workshop, data dashboards. It's at 2 p.m. Wow, explores how data is collected, transformed, and visualized to highlight trends. Okay, I butchered that, but this looks amazing. Y'all, I'm gonna have to go to the stream, Not because I have to host it, but it sounds pretty cool. I recommend it. What else can I say? If y'all have any questions about any of these, please do let me know. And the check-in links are going to be inside of the stream. So when you go and check them out, yes. Oh, thank you, Quackers and Cheese. 100% a must see. Need to check it out. Yes. I can't even see an emoji. What is that? Yes, exactly. A must see. A must see. Data dashboards. It's going to be 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time, which is going to be 12:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time, I believe. If I butcher that, I'm sorry. International Standard Time. So, well, it's one of those acronyms. Matter of fact, let me search it up before I. What does it stand for? I'm very bad with time zones. I will have y'all know. Why did it think I talk about Texas Instruments? What? What does it stand for? Time zone. Indian Standard Time. Okay, I got it right the first time. Sweet. I'm proud of myself. Yes. There we go. Ah, pat on my back. Pat on my back. Hmm? Hello. Hello. I remember. I remember you came to another workshop before, right? Totally not Fritos. Nice to see you again. And yeah, just to I don't know if you've been here, just to catch you up, we're going over the workshops that are gonna happen today, and we stumbled across what? Ryan? Which Ryan? There's too many Ryans. Oh, it was not Fritos. Which one is that one? Oh, are you the one that's about to have your workshop? Oh, y'all, do not tell him. Do not tell him. Do not tell him what I said. Don't tell him. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the next workshop. Let's move on to next year's workshop. Whoa, another amazing workshop. Another amazing person. Wow, y'all are so lucky. Like this day two is so stacked. Like this is fantastic. I guess while he's here, we'll go back and I guess we'll just plug him in again. Really cool workshop. I was telling them on how you were working with like gravity and like I saw the movement stuff of the circles and I was like, it was super cool. And to like check it out. Ryan, you told me this is the right one. It was so bad. But the next one, before I forget to cover it, was the social media post scheduler. It's going to be with me at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. So it's gonna be super early for some of y'all. If you come check it out, I'll be pretty grateful. Maybe I'll drink some coffee for you or something, just to like I don't know, like virtually pass it on. But we're gonna be building a simple system that can handle repetitive publishing tasks reliably. So the goal is like if you're a LinkedIn warrior and you just want to have some posts ready to go and like you don't want to have it to like you're gonna have to like make it, think about it, and then post it, get pictures. Instead, you can just have it all in one spot and then use data to make that happen. So you can store it in a database. So I think that's super cool. Highly recommend checking it out. And yeah, this is just super cool to me. How many slides do I have left? I don't even know. Oh, UT, the GOAT, being prepared being prepared for that interview. And then this is going to be part three. I know there's a part four as well. So we're just going to give the times for these, and then I'm going to advocate because this guy knows what he's doing. So the first one's going to be at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So get ready for your next technical interview. And then after that, there's going to be one at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So these two are going to be added on to the first and second ones that we showed yesterday, and they're just going to continue to help preparing you for an interview dealing with JavaScript, React, maybe some Vue and Next.js, depending on what he's able to get to. Because I haven't looked exactly on what part three and four are, but I know they're there, and I know they're just packed rich with information. So the next thing that we're going to have is going to be Quinn to do the next Global Hack Week on Sunday Eastern Standard Time. Because I believe if it's 10:30 for y'all, then it's going to be the next day, Sunday. Well, it's Saturday still over here. Okay, I get it. So today in Global Hack Week, you're gonna have maybe not as amazing as me, but there's still gonna be Quinn, the goat. He helped me so much throughout a bunch of stuff. Just like as a coach, highly recommend. This guy's super sweet, and you join him at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time to get to know all about day three. Oh, with a quick time conversion math, right? Exactly. Yeah, W Quinn the goat. I was talking to them about tacos and I almost said a bad word because I was so excited. I'm like, oh, I love tacos. But we got to keep it safe. We got to keep it PG. So we go over here. This might be the last slide. Oh, yeah. I totally forgot. Wait, is this the last one? Oh, wait, there's a couple. Oh, look, oh, y'all didn't see that. Nothing's wrong with tacos. I was saying it in like I was so excited. Wait, like they're so blank good. So that's what I was saying. But let me just say they're super good. Gotta keep it there because I was telling them how I was gonna get tacos later, and like, oh, I'm waiting for the day I can get tacos. I'm so excited. But definitely, these streams are super useful just to have a slide format of getting the information out to everybody. So I definitely recommend going to Quinn's as it'll cover the next workshops, and he's gonna cover. I'm doing a couple more workshops tomorrow as well, which just saying, y'all already met me. You probably love me. You might want to see me again. You know, just a recommendation. So we'll go on to this actual slide now, which is working on Global Hack Week challenges. Oh, it just skipped them, but pretty much on here, there's going to be a lot of different challenges, which usually are set more for beginners, in my opinion, in terms of like setting up certain things on your computer and just going through them to follow their resources and partners. You follow the challenges, you complete them, you get points, which lead to free stuff. And who doesn't love free stuff? Yes. All right, speaking facts. In the heat of tacos. That's what I'm gonna say. The heat of tacos. Love you too, man. You're the goat. Hope to see you again. You coming to HackCon, right? I think I can go. Like, I might ask to work, but like I'm gonna start school like the day right after, and it might be like hard 8 a.m. Because I might do summer school, so like I might be. No, it's a weekend. No way to do it. Some schools do like exams on Saturdays, so that's what I'm nervous about. But yeah, we gotta pop out. We gotta maybe I'll work, get paid. That'd be nice. Well, again, before I keep getting sidetracked, work on challenges. They're even the ones that are like seem like minuscule and doing. They teach you like basic things that are really useful in the real world, like things that you're gonna have to set up no matter where you are, anywhere doing coding related activities. Boogaloo. And then the next slide is going to be to help us make Global Hacks Weeks even better. So this link is super important to me because if you think I did really good or really bad, please let me know because my goal is to do as best as I possibly can. So with that, I feel like every coach feels the same. We want to make sure when we're running these that we're giving you the information that you want and we're relaying it in a way that you can understand. So if I'm doing a bad job, please let me know. But if you love tacos, anime, and cool slides, don't tell me I'm awesome. I'm not gonna say no. So feel free to fill this out if you please do have the time, and it helps us improve as we work with our. I don't know what the word is. I say like higher ups, but also they're like full timers, and they're all awesome people, and they really care about the company. So working with them and working with the coaches, we just all overall grow in terms of making this better, and then being able to show more cool things. And the final one is going to be the Q&A slide. So if there's any questions, it could be about anything, honestly. Anime, one of the workshops, I can get a link if you need. If you're more curious about something, technical topics, anything CS related, can you just give the daily challenges link? Yeah, let me this one, right? Or am I incorrect? Is it GHW dot? Yes, thank you so much. Who's Quackers and Cheese? Are you a hacker or are you a coach? You getting these links a little too fast. How are you doing it? You're beating me. Check in data week. Oh wait, it's I need to do things. I haven't submitted anything. Oops. For real, W Quackers and Cheese. The hero we need and want, not the hero we don't. We do want this hero. I was trying to like do an oxymoron. It didn't make any sense. What? A shortcut sheet? Wait, that's so cool. Hey, that's the things that I'm saying. Where like CS or like I'm assuming CS, right? Like going things like this can just really help with like if yeah, if you make your like life easier, that's awesome. It's gonna keep you like addicted to it. Like I built an expense tracker to help manage my expenses, and like now I'm putting a bunch of money into stocks, and hopefully it works out. If the stock market crashes, I'm good. But that's what I built it for. I built a translator because I do like really technical stuff, and sometimes my mom can't like fully understand that because my mom doesn't. My mom isn't an engineer, so I just like break it down, convert it to Spanish, and just have it go through like AI, and it makes it way easier to like get my point across. Mhm. Really? Wait, I need to learn more about this. There was a hacker who used to be a regular that made some pretty fire Global Hack Week manager projects. Wait, that's tough. I need to. Gotta like a lot of people. You love or hate AI. There's a lot of like things around it, but you can use it to help you. And I think if you can use it to just like make your life easier and make others' lives easier, that's pretty useful in my opinion. First year student in college, new to coding. Oh, let me bring this up. Bring this up. So I'm a first year student in college and new to coding. Any advice to learn things? Yes, 100%. So the first thing I'll say is think being here and like going to like MLH things and doing that is fantastic. The fact you're even here and trying to learn these things, especially as a first year, what you have that a lot of others don't is you're locking in early. You're like figuring out now. Like freshman year, a lot of people don't try. And usually the junior years are like, dang, I actually need to get a job. And that's when they lock in. So being here now is fantastic. Some things I'll say is hands-on learning is, in my opinion, the best way to learn. If you do it yourself and you figure it out and debug, it'll be pretty hard. You'll suffer a decent amount, but you'll learn really fast from it, and you'll be able to apply these things in every situation when it comes to coding. Like especially as a coach, I've been to so many hackathons now where like I'll see something and just immediately know what's wrong. Like one example is when you when you are on a MacBook and you're trying to run a Flash server and you have AirPlay on, Port 5000 uses AirPlay, so it doesn't work with the Flash server and Fast API. So I like turn that off and they're like, wow, how did you know that so fast? I'm like, it's super niche, but I was able to pick that up from a hackathon. So like if you just keep going to events like this, keep watching streams, keep going to like all this, you'll learn so much. Oh, yeah, and oh, there's no silly questions. Trust me, not a single silly question you could ask. Like you could ask it to like the simplest thing. And also, if I'm not able to like, if I didn't answer your question like perfectly, let me know. Like break it down for me to like a specific thing that you really want to know about. Like if you want to learn a specific thing, I can provide resources for that. And hopefully, I was able to answer your question for Miss Sloth. And now we have this question by I don't know how to pronounce that. So this is going to be that's your name? I'm so sorry. Let me matter of fact, let me try. Ash I think I nailed it. So this is gonna be a silly question, not silly. How do I know what I should be learning slash doing? So I might just ask you a question in return. What is it that you want to do exactly? Like, do you want to be a full stack developer? Do you want to be back end, front end? Do you want to do cloud engineer, DevOps? There's a lot of options. And if you don't know that, that might be the first step. Just looking into what exactly sounds interesting to you. And then, oh, there we even have a great recommendation. I'll bring it right here. There's a roadmap. Yeah. So I don't even pull it up right now. HTTPS roadmap. Is it a shell script? Why is it SH? Hmm. How do I how do I bring this into light? Okay, okay. I won't bring up the website yet. I'll just answer this first. But just cool stuff. I'm proud of it. Yeah, everybody wants that. You want to be proud of the work. You should always be proud of the work that you do. But if you're really into web dev right now, what typical tech stack do you really like? My tech stack would be React with Next.js or Vite, and then backend I would do something SQL related. But I can also use like Firebase or DynamoDB, like just those kinds like schema databases. So with that, it's just whatever you prefer to like get out of it. Just if you're ever in life like, oh, this is so annoying. I'm so tired of this. Why does it have to be like this? Change it. Like, and if you can do it through code, do it. Like that's my thing where I was like, why can't I figure out how much money I'm holding? Like I know there's all these apps, but then none of them are tailored to my need or like my exact situation. Okay, I just made my situation into code, and I think that was really cool. All right, we're getting some questions rolling in, so let's go ahead and keep it going, keep it going. All right, we know. So I started reading books like Fluent, Python, and West many books about pandas, like hands-on ML implementation. What are your views on them? Okay, so I'll say it like this. I think reading in terms of like stages of life, if you're starting out as a freshman and going from that position, you should be focused on actually building, like actually using the language and having fun. Like enjoy coding and don't worry about being the most efficient. Because what is like the recommended thing in my opinion is you should be able to build out a full stack entire project solely in the language that you want, like Java or Python or JavaScript. And then once you're at that point, that is when you read the book about optimizing. Like you read the book about the language. So you get into the nitty and gritty. You're like, hey, I know my project, I know my code, and I see how to optimize something. I can implement that now into my code. Because you won't be able to improve something if you're just trying to start from the top. Because it's a learning thing. So definitely try to, in my opinion, you don't have to, of course, but actually sit down and code. If the books are like beginner wants to teach you it, that's fine. But I'm saying more of the sense of I feel like, at least for me, learning is a lot easier online and through YouTube and hands-on tutorials over reading a book and trying to like type in static examples that can't change. And then now we're going to have another question by Understand Me. Question. Everyone says, choose what you like most that interests you most, but what if, sorry, I'm struggling. What if I'll have to choose? So you're trying to ask like, what is the right place to go and like to grow into like a developer? Is that what we're asking here? Choose what you So, in terms of like trying to understand your question, I think it's more of the sense of like people are gonna say that you have to do like well, a quote that I live off is do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. And I live by that. Like I'm gonna keep working my butt off until I get where I want to be. And it's just got to have a love for the game. And the definition of game can be whatever you want it to be. So if there's something you're interested in, go into that. It's your life. You know what I mean? Like enjoy your life. You only get one, so like have fun with it. This is getting very like philosophical. Like I bet if I'm heading down that path, but I think this is a very like deep question in that sense where like the factors for everybody's different to choose the final one to go into. So next question, we're gonna have Henzi asking, "Hey, do we get swag or something by add-on by checking in?" Yeah. So if you check in, you get points, and if you get enough points after doing challenges, checking into events like today, like this stream as well as the next streams, you should be able to get some free stuff. 100%. We definitely give out swag. I can almost guarantee. I haven't looked at the swag myself. I just wear the stuff they give me as a coach. And then the next thing that we have is do hackathons actually help in getting internships for jobs? I've heard mixed opinions. Okay, I am so glad you've asked this question. Who told you that hackathons don't help? Because they're wrong. So with that, I did a Code for Good, which is a hackathon hosted by JP Morgan, and I have what's it called? I cooked pretty much. I did well. I have an offer now for 45 an hour, make working at JP in the summer. I don't know if I'm going to go there guaranteed, but I have it if I want it. I because I'm a coach, I go to a lot of hackathons, but I could have gone as a participant. I've probably gotten 7 other offers alone just from, like, going to these places, being very technical and showing off my skills, and then they're interested in, like, hiring me. And, when I say the 7 offers, I mean, like, they would literally, like they were down to, like, talk to me there, like, ask me where I wanted to work or, like, what I wanted to do, and, like, I already had stuff lined up, so. And then another thing is I went to Hack the North in Canada, Waterloo, and I met some really lovely people there. They're the largest hackathon in Canada, and they have huge, amazing sponsors. And pretty much, I networked my butt off there as a participant, and I met somebody at RBC, and now I'm working in New York as an intern for their like Aid and Edge program, which is completely new. And there's 11 interns, 9 of them are from Waterloo, 2 are from Texas, and 1 is my friend. We got in there only because I went to that. If I didn't go to that hackathon in Canada, I would not have gotten the position, and that's just how it is. So I think, and even then, like even not even thinking about that, you will learn so much at a hackathon. Like if you really like, you leverage the time, you talk to the people around you, you make friends, you enjoy the good food, and you just overall grow. Hackathons are going to help you so much. They're so useful, in my opinion, especially if you really devote into trying in them. All right. Sorry, that was a very deep explanation, but can you give a suggestion on how to learn data structures and get good in it? Yeah, 100%. So with that, there's data structures courses on YouTube, like looking at them and following along. I would break them down one at a time, and then you can start following like leak code problems to do that. One specific thing I'll recommend is called neatcode.io. I'll recommend it. It's made by a guy, I forgot his name, but this guy had really good, like really good recommend. Like he leak coding in itself is a whole different thing. You use data structures to leverage it, but data structures are also used in real coding. Like I'm working with hash maps right now just to make lookup times faster and make my gigantic project for work faster. But you just have to like sit down and like understand how they work because they're all just like a data thing with rules on them. All of them just have different rules. That's all it really is. So you have to understand which rules best follow a problem, and then that's how you can learn the most. Especially like because it goes into like arrays, it goes into arrays, array lists. You have hash maps, trees, sorting algorithms. You have like so many things that it can go into. So it's just a matter of interest. And now we're going to go on to the next question. We're going to have, since this month's Scholastic is all about data, what source do you recommend for really understanding the topic? Fantastic question. So with this, I'll start recommending, I'm just going to start posting links in the chat, scrimba.com. They're like YouTube, but when you like, let's say you pause the video and you want to go in to type something, it'll literally make an IDE for you there on the web, which is really cool. And there's things like that. There's the GitHub Student Developer Pack, gives you a bunch of resources, and it's just a matter of like pick a tech stack, get into it, build something out of it that like helps you and have fun. Like build stuff that makes your life more efficient and enjoy it. Like have fun with it. You don't want to be like if you're building something you hate, you're gonna get tired of it and you're gonna stop. You want to build something that's like once this is done, this is gonna help my life out so much, and then it's gonna make you more efficient. It's gonna make you want to finish it because you're gonna keep having that problem of this is so inefficient. Let me get this app done so I can use it. And one thing I'll say that's pretty useful as well, besides neat code, is I'm trying to think. Just like literally YouTube, just search up like the list of data structures and just go down them and just like whatever language you prefer. So I usually code in like Java for technical stuff like leak coding, just because I've been coding Java since like 8th grade. So it's been a really long time. So I'm kind of like embedded in that because once you pick a language that you're really into, that's the language you're gonna think of. It's like if you were born speaking like English, you're gonna think English in your head, even if you go somewhere else, and then you're gonna translate it. So with that, when you think in programming languages, you're gonna have your first language that you've ever learned. You're gonna approach everything that way, and you're gonna have to convert it to another language if you're trying to do something else. So if you're like really into Python, learn your data structures in Python. Just get the logic like that down. All right, next question. We are going to have what I'm completely new as a student, and we don't have any physical hackathons here in Pakistan. What should be essentials for online hackathons that can be applied to all? Yeah, so the one thing I'll put, great question, by the way, devpost.com. Oh my gosh, I misspelled it. Devpost.com. Oh my goodness, I can't type. Let me fix my typing before I send it out. Okay, DevPost is going to be the platform that allows you to do online hackathons and complete like that. As long as you have like a laptop or something, if you're able to get that, then you're able to compete. and you can do it from anywhere as long as you have some Wi-Fi. Even then, you could just like code offline and then just like connect to like the library to. I've done that. Like I've when I was younger, like I don't have Wi-Fi in my house, so I would code for fun, like learn stuff in school, and then I would go to library after and I'd submit a project, and I don't win anything, but I had fun with it. And with this, you can leverage DevPost to be able to do these things, and it's just honestly like I would highly recommend checking that link out and just going into as many of those things as you can. And you can even host your own hackathon. Like give yourself 20 hours or something like to build something cool. Like just whatever. Just you pick a something, you pick a theme about finance, build a stock analyzer. I'm gonna build that later, like tomorrow. It's just a really cool thing. And if you have any more questions, please feel free to ask. Keep the questions coming. Thank y'all so much for engaging. I really appreciate it. And we have about 17 minutes left, so we're doing pretty good right now. So I'm really loving the questions. So, how long does it take on average to learn a new language and like learn it thoroughly? So, in terms of thoroughly, you'll have to you have to continue coding the language even after you learn it to like keep that thoroughness, especially because languages are still ever expanding. Java still being updated, so is Python, JavaScript, all of these. But I think the learning curve is like exponential in a sense where if you learn Java like insanely well, like you can write Java with no IDE, nothing, just do it with your hand. Give me one second, my AirPods are about to die. Let me go grab my other one. Oh, be right back, be right back. I don't want it to die while I'm mid yap and then you can't hear me. All right, let me make sure it connects. All right, I think we're still good. 100%. Yeah, I still see the audio moving. Okay, so back to the question. So let's say you get really good at Java, like insanely good, like you can speak it like a first language. When you understand all of the topics in Java, it's going to be the exact same in Python, just a little bit different in terms of syntax. Like if you get really good at, especially like one thing I'll say is Java is object oriented and then Python is functional. So the structure is different, but again, that's just a syntax issue. So if you learn everything, like all the topics in one language, you can learn them in another. And like you could even write it all in Java, convert it to Python. Like it's just a matter of get good at one and then it'll make it so much easier for the rest. And in my opinion, maybe learning Python isn't as the first thing isn't good because you can code something like that takes like 100 lines in Java, and then you do it in Python, it's like 2 lines. So I think it's a lot better to learn low level languages. So y'all can search that up like a low level language compared to high level. What are the pros and cons of each one, and then just things like that. And then we're gonna see. Well, you said hands-on tutorials give you a good edge. So do you have any links as for the books I read? It is usually the creators themselves. Yeah, so depends on so if you're specifically doing Python, the okay, so I was gonna give Udemy. Like Udemy has a really good Python course, but like they're not free. So the goal is we want to keep it free. There's Code with Mosh, there's a Harvard CS50 course. There's a bunch of resources online. It's just a matter of like literally go to YouTube or go to Google and just but you want to learn Python. And like, so the reason I just say it like so simply like that is because the first thing that populates are the most popular. And if it's popular, it works in my opinion. Like if 1,000 people are doing one thing and like 10 people are doing the other, you do what the 1,000 people are doing because it's proven it works. Yeah, exactly. Like we already have a CS50 is great. It's a great resource. I looked at it a little bit. I looked at that through Scrimba. Code with Mosh is one of my favorite YouTubers. I think he definitely has a Python one, but he's just very calm. Like he's just very calm, and he explains with beauty of like everything that like the topics that he's covering with. He breaks it down beautifully. I think it's just great in my opinion. I'll just pin one of these up here. He's a YouTuber. There's a lot of fantastic YouTubers, and you can even search up like there's YouTube videos of like roadmaps of like things you want to learn, and they'll be like, yeah, you want to learn this, you go to this YouTuber. You want to learn this, you go to this YouTuber, and then like usually they're pretty technical people, so you can trust what they say. But yeah, hopefully I was able to answer your question. Is there any more questions that we have? I feel like I've answered a good amount. I'm having so much fun. Oh, my throat's just a little dry. We're good now though. Y'all let me know if there's any more. If there's not any more questions, then I'll probably end the stream pretty soon. But if there's more, please keep them coming. We got time. Also, yeah, let me know. Might as well just while I'm here, if y'all need me, I could just plug myself real quick. Not to be, not to be selfish or anything, but just in case y'all want to reach out with any more questions on the side, then please feel free to do so. Like add me on there. I had everybody back, so and plus my goal is to get to a lot of LinkedIn followers. So not like selfish reasons, just for fun, Loki. Like eventually, I'm trying to be like a full time Swede, and then just get just be like, yeah, I got a lot of followers on LinkedIn. Oh, there we go. Questions coming in, fantastic. And then I will plug myself in here. Don't mind me. If the coach sees this, it's just a little bit better. Okay, next question. We have you mentioned you're into anime. What are your thoughts on JoJo's Bizarre? I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. JoJo, do 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 do, rolling wind. It's great. Got have to prove that I'm not a fake fan. I haven't seen the last two seasons. There's a lot of animes like I savor because I'm the type that like I will completely binge through an entire anime. Right. Also, that's not recording. And somebody ever hears me singing, that never happened. Okay, you never heard that. So yeah, I love it. I've seen the first four. Um, yeah, pretty much it. You let me know how do y'all feel about. I can't think of any really good animes right now. I like seeing anime. I prefer the animation. Like I look at the studios, I'm like, wow, these studios are cooking up. Like the One Punch Man season three was trash. It was just horrible. It was just not good at all. But like some mangas that I've read, I don't even know how I'm saying that. Manga. One of the mangas that I read was specifically Blue Lock. That's the only one I really read. Or what's it called? What's it called? Solo Leveling was so good. Like genuine peak. I loved that anime. So good. That was definitely a top 10 for me. The Garu slide? Solo Leveling is super peak. I cannot lie. Oh my gosh. Mm. All right. I appreciate y'all so much. Feel free to add me on LinkedIn if you're curious. Manhwa is a little better. I can't lie. But the animation just like excites me sometimes. It's just like it's peak. Mm. Oh, well, you're welcome, Dave. Thank you so much. Uh, what can I say? I'm the goat. You know, I'm just so amazing. Like, feel free to plug me in the feedback. I'm just playing, but thank you so much. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hopefully, I was able to make this a little fun. Talk about anime. I don't know if some of y'all like looking at me like, "Oh, this guy's such a nerd." I am a nerd. It's not an insult. I love being a nerd. So, with that, y'all have fun. Do let me know if there's any final questions. I'll be on here for a couple more minutes, and then I'll go ahead and end the stream to give some time to Ryan because he's popping up on the exact same thing at one. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Y'all be safe. All right, couple more minutes just in case any like final like. Oh, I want to ask this just in case. If not, I want to say like thank y'all so much. I had so much fun. I'm glad I was able to get through all the slides. Yeah, I love y'all. I love when people say they love the session. Makes me feel like the hero, the goat. Maybe I'm Sung Jin Woo or something. You know, I am Sung Jin Woo. What can I say? All right, you looking good to me. All right, thank y'all so much. I'm gonna end the stream here. Y'all be safe. Make sure to keep coding, having fun. Feel free to check out my streams later. I'll be on here in about 2 hours. What is? Let me check. So he's doing Nature of Code. I'm confused. Hmm. I guess you can run multiple streams. Is this they're in at 15? Let me check. Wait, that actually like something I need. Yeah, y'all did great. Thank you so much. Let me check. When was his? His is at 1 p.m. Mine is at 2 p.m. Okay, that makes sense. I guess it'll work. All right. Y'all be safe. All right. Bye. Thank y'all so much. Be safe.